Hi, I'm Stephen from Lawyers of Tomorrow, and today I would like to talk to you about student engagement with the law itself. It's that question you get, so why do you want to be a lawyer? And why this firm? Now, I know from speaking to some of my students that this question makes people feel a bit uncomfortable. They're thinking, well, why is it I want to be a lawyer? And I think the reasons they have difficulty with this, I think maybe they just haven't sat down and actually thought about their story, as it were. Let's take my story. Why did I want to be a lawyer? Well, I liked history. I loved looking at, say, working out whether Benjamin Disraeli was principled or was he just merely an opportunist. I loved the fact that you could see it from both sides. I loved looking at, say, the Irish question. Why was it that Gladstone was just not able to introduce home rule? What were the causes of the First World War, for example? Now, when I went to try and look at a career, I found that, well, history didn't actually lead to anything in particular. And then somebody mentioned to me law, and I thought, well, of course it's right there in front of me. As a lawyer, you start looking at things from different perspectives. There's an argument, plaintiff or claimant, is it as it is now? It was plaintiff back in my day. Plaintiff, claimant on the one side, defendant on the other. It's the idea of different perspectives. So I found it very interesting. There's a forensic analysis side to it that really got me. Now, I went into legal practice and I actually found that I enjoyed teaching the law, communicating with other people who didn't understand it so well. That's what really gets me going. What I'm suggesting to you is that you've got to find your passion in law. Go back through your history, do a timeline and work out what is it that really triggered my interest in the law in the first place. It's that passion that you got to find. Then when you get into the interview, you don't have to use the word passion, because a lot of people get a bit funny about that word passion. I don't have a problem with it, but some other people do. You know, say what really sparked your interest and demonstrate your passion. You don't have to use the word passion, but as you're speaking, you can get interested and enthused about it. So find what it is that first got you really interested in being a lawyer, and then what you need to do is show that interest. I think look at points in your history up to now where you've been particularly interested in a particular area of law. Now, the obvious one to pick is your dissertation, but frankly, everyone's got to do a dissertation. We've all got to do it and we can all talk at length about it. So everyone's going to talk about that. You want to go beyond that. You want to show other areas of law that you are interested, and the key thing here is proof. Well, thankfully there is the internet, and thankfully there are dozens of places that you can go to where you can publish. And even if no one else will publish your stuff, you can publish it yourself on your own blog. So write about it. If you're interested in a particular area of law, write about it, have an opinion about it, do some research about it. If there's some new area of law which is being reformed, have an opinion on that, so that then you can refer to your articles. And it's great if later on down the line you can say, well, I'm very interested in this particular area of law and I started a website on it, or I've been writing on a blog, or I've been published here, there or everywhere. Do you get the idea? And it helps if you can show publication over a long period of time, say throughout your university career. So that's what I would say when it comes to showing an interest in law. It's all about some proof, not just talking up your interest, but being able to point to key areas of interest. And of course, if you have been published, you just walk into that assessment day with some of your published stuff. There's also clubs, societies, mooting, all of that stuff. So the key thing is start early and plan for your assessment day right from the moment you get to university, and show your interest in a particular area of law or areas via proof. Now, the next one to look at is why our firm. Now, you may be thinking, well, I want to work for a city firm. And you might think, well, I'm going to apply to the top 20 city firms. But newsflash, there's loads of other people doing that. So you've got huge competition. So what you have to do is you have to find some genuine reason why you are interested in this particular firm. And the way you do that is you go digging. You dig into the stuff that they've done, look at cases they've done, high level stuff. Find something which piques your interest and go for it. Go in there and research it so that you can then come back, and when it comes to showing why you're interested in the firm, you say, well, look, you dealt with this particular merger or acquisition, or you were the first to go into this or that market, and I find this really interesting because. And if you've got your cuttings and so forth from any research you've done, you can refer to it then. So I think when it comes to the firm, find a particular reason why, a genuine, honest reason why you're really interested in what this firm does. And again, have some proof, do your research. Okay, I hope that has been interesting and useful for you. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.